Alex, I wanted to ask you, because you've been involved in some merger and acquisitions with large IDNs here in the US. Can you address what some of the unique challenges are in bringing together two different health systems that you've experienced?
Yeah, so mergers and acquisitions are always a little bit interesting because some people will have to figure out, am I being merged or am I being acquired, right? And so what will happen is when that happens, usually there are two engine teams with two different versions of two different engines. So either that or they're the same engine and we're like, okay, well, give me your export file and we'll all, be one happy family on this one server, which is pretty easy. But if it's not that way, they have a different engine. And then it's the question of somebody has to make a business and management decision of which engine gets to have all of the interfaces. That usually they are not interested in having two or three different engines unless it's really too hard to or impossible for their timeline to do. And so it is possible. I have seen some customers that have decided, you know what, you are a huge entity, we are a huge entity, we're still fairly separate, let's just keep our engines until there's a convenient time to merge this information. But most of the time during that, you need to decide whether you want one engine or another. And that's why Rhapsody and CorePoint, it's so important for us to be the easiest engine to use, the easiest engine that you can convert from one engine into ours, and to be the easiest one to support. Because if you are all of those things, it's almost a no-brainer to say, well, why would you keep that other engine around when I use half the staff to work on my engine? I can get things fixed up in half the time. I have half as many problems as you. And so when that happens, it usually means that, okay, well, then I guess we're gonna select, it's Rhapsody and eGate, we're gonna go with Rhapsody. It's Mirth or CorePoint, we're definitely going to CorePoint, right? Whatever it is, we want to make sure that our product has the ability to be the easiest one to use, the most intuitive, the best solution possible, so that whenever these mergers happen, that we end up being the solution of choice. And as alluded to in my previous story, even if we were not the one, we were the first one they called when it did not work out with their new engine, right? And so it's great when we have amazing and strong products like CorePoint and Rhapsody to make sure that when those mergers happen, we are in the forefront of, okay, well, you need to put these things together. You need to merge two source systems. Which one, what do you want me to be a part of? Do you want us to have a professional services engagement? Do you want us to come on site? Do you want to us to work with both teams? How do you want us to do this? And we're there and we're ready to help them out in any way possible. And the truth is, some of these guys, they do their first merger and acquisition and they need a lot of help and handholding. And then they do their second one and they need us just for the go live. And then by the third one, they're like, you know what, James and Alex, thank you. We got it. You taught us well. We know what to do. We know where to go from here. And so there have been many mergers and acquisitions after that we have not needed to do because of the strength of the engines.